Just over a month ago, Steve Jobs announced the iPhone at the 2007 Macworld Conference. After going back and watching his keynote presentation again more closely, I've discovered a few additional details that viewers might have missed. While none of this is really groundbreaking information, some of it does further explain how the iPhone functions and even hints at possible future strategies Apple may be taking. So let's take a closer look.
I want to show you 4 things. I want to show you the phone app, photos, got a calendar, and SMS messaging.
Actually, Steve never got around to demonstrating the calendar app. I guess he forgot to remove it from this slide. The reason the calendar app wasn't demonstrated on stage was later verified when the New York columnist David Pogue reported that the calendar app wasn't actually finished in time for the show, and when he tried to access it on a demo unit, all he got was a static picture of what it would look like. That picture did appear in a brief slide after Steve finished demonstrating the phone features.
Calendar.
Looking closely at this screenshot, we can tell a few things about the app. It has the standard 3 views available in most calendaring applications: year, day, and month. This screenshot shows the month view. Along the bottom are the events for the selected day. In case you're curious, the events listed are Steve's, which include giving the Macworld keynote, breaking for lunch, and then attending press interviews. There's a plus button in the upper right to add new events on the fly, and a button in the upper left that I can't quite make out.
We have Google Maps. Maps, satellite images, directions, and traffic. This is unbelievable. Wait till you see it.
Steve went on to demonstrate Google Maps on the iPhone, but as he did, I couldn't help but notice that there didn't appear to be anything related to directions and traffic. The demo didn't seem to have any interface for doing so, and nor do the videos located on Apple's website. The answer came again after the demonstration as Steve was reiterating the features. This time he showed a screenshot of the Google Maps application that was slightly different than the one he just demoed. This one has 2 additional buttons that will likely appear in the final version. The button in the lower right is for showing and hiding traffic info. The one in the lower left is likely for entering information regarding directions, although it's hard to make out just what symbol is on the button. It might instead be for setting configuration settings, or even possibly for showing and hiding landmark details.
Well, how do I scroll through my list of artists? How do I do this? I just take my finger and I scroll. That's it.
Scrolling by flicking your finger up and down on the screen is certainly a cool way to navigate long lists, but there's another method Steve didn't openly demonstrate. Whenever an alphabetical list is present on the screen, the letters of the alphabet appear in very small type along the right edge. That way, if you want to jump immediately to the particular letter, you can simply tap on that letter and you will be immediately taken to that point in the list. Steve does this when he was searching for the band Red Hot Chili Peppers from his list of available artists. Watch closely. You'll see the interface jump to the appropriate spot in the list as Steve taps the letter R along the right side of the screen.
In artists, I want to listen to, maybe Red Hot Chili Peppers. I love those guys. And so this is what it looks like when you get a call. This is what it sounds like. It's one of our ringtones you can pick, of course.
You can expect that fun little chime to be included with the iPhone as one of the default ringtones. But what about other ringtones? When asked if users will be able to use their songs as ringtones, Jobs said in an interview after the keynote that, quote, "It's not been decided yet," unquote. But I believe it has been decided, and that the ambiguous response by Jobs was just a smokescreen for Apple's bigger plan, to start selling ringtones via the iTunes Music Store. The other clue came in a very rare image shown during the keynote. It was of iTunes showing an iPhone ready to be synced. It's difficult to see much in the way of detail from video of the keynote, but luckily someone from Engadget snapped this photo of the interface from the audience. Here, you can see tabs for the standard set of media types you would sync to any iPod, such as music, video, podcasts, and audiobooks. An additional tab for Personal is also listed, likely for configuring which email accounts, calendars, and bookmarks you wish to sync. But the real news is the addition of a tab specifically for ringtones. If Apple feels it necessary to include a tab dedicated purely for choosing which ringtones you want to sync with your iPhone, they must expect you to have a lot to choose from. By leveraging their connection with all 4 major music labels, expect to see a new section added to the iTunes Music Store that features ringtones from top artists available for purchase for your iPhone. In either case, I think it's safe to assume Apple plans to incorporate ringtones as a form of media that can be synced with your iPhone that is separate from your music. Thanks for watching. You can view more Action Corp episodes by visiting our forums at actioncorp.net or by searching for Action Corp in the iTunes Music Store.